Hello, this is Stephen, the Community Manager at Gioteck, and joining me today is Brandon Rawlings, a member of the clan Section 18, and he's going to be showing us how to get some pretty cool kill streaks. Brandon, welcome, and say hello to everyone, and give a shout out to the clan and where people can learn more about you.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. Basically, I'm Brandon, aka B-Rules, part of a member of Section 18. And you can follow us on Twitter at Section 18, or just look us up on Facebook as Section 18 COD.
Excellent.
And yeah, we're basically a UK clan looking to go to competitive. Been playing in the tournament recently, we're doing really well in that. And yeah.
Cool. So, what map are we looking at here?
We're looking at Nuketown right now, and the new one, 2025.
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2, that's right. And I'm playing a bit of Domination, where the round swaps after 5 minutes, which is quite new, but it also encourages a bit of aggressive play, because if your team's behind, you can always catch up, because the round can swap and you can get a better spawn, depending on which side you spawn on, so it's quite nice.
And you're showing us in this video with some pretty fast-paced action, well, mind you, all COD is fast-paced action, you're showing us how you can build up a nifty kill streak.
Oh, definitely. So,
is there technique to the madness? That's what people want to know, or is it all fluke?
No, there's definitely technique, even though some people do get really lucky. I like to call it skill, but it's a combination of luck and both, knowing what you're doing, to be honest.
So take us through, as you see things happen in the video, take us through what's technique and what isn't, if you know what I mean.
Alright, so basically you can see here that I'm playing a bit, it looks like I'm playing camping, but I'm actually playing conservatively, because if you look on the right hand side, you can see how close I am to my next score streak, which is the Lodestar, which is basically a Reaper from Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And basically it's not kill streaks in this game, you get it through score. So you can advance to your next kill streak through capturing a flag or killing enemies near a flag, or just getting normal kills.
I suppose we should jump back a stage. I don't know who wouldn't know what a kill streak is, but just in case someone for the first time has never lived on a planet and they suddenly hear about this thing called a kill streak, what is a kill streak?
A kill streak is something you earn throughout the game, and it helps your team out, or it helps you out by getting a lot more kills, or it can support your team in many different ways.
And you get it simply by killing a number of people in a row?
Pretty much, or you can capture objectives. So like throughout several times in this game, you see me hopping on a flag, and that gives me points towards my next kill streak.
Specifically hopping on a flag?
Specifically hopping on a flag, or you can kill people near flags, you kill people anywhere. But if you hop on a flag, you'll generally get more points. So I'd advise doing that.
Okay, and you can in the game you can select different kill streaks as presets, as it were, as to the kill streaks you're going to get to use, right?
Typically, yeah. They vary. You can get really high score streaks, which generally do a lot more damage and get you a lot more kills, to smaller base kill streaks, which normally help out your team, or counter the enemy's UAV. For example, a counter UAV will stop them from seeing where you are. See on the mini-map on the top left, you see where the enemies are shooting, there's little red dots that appear. Yeah. You pull out a counter UAV, it will block the enemy from seeing where you are.
Excellent. And before we go into exactly what's happening in the video, with your own kill streaks, you just have one general setup that you take into every mode, or do you change it every time you go into a different gameplay mode?
It varies depending on how well I'm playing during the night. I typically start off with lower base score streaks, and then if I play a couple of good games, I'll generally bump it up to the higher ones.
Cool. So take us through, commentate on what we're looking at here.
Okay, so basically you can see me, I'm in my own spawn, and I try to pick people off that are trying to hold us and constrain us towards the back end of our map, because if they take control of the flag like they did there, then they're going to win the game. But we're ahead by quite a bit, so I'm not really going to be too aggressive. And also, as you can see on the right, again, I'm close to an orbital VSAT, which displays where the enemies are at all times, as well as the direction that they're facing, which is really useful. And it cannot be shot down as well.
And that's the thing the guy just put on the floor. That's the thing that in effect is like a radar.
No, the guy put trophy system down just then, and that blocks enemy equipment. So like if they throw a flashbang or a stun grenade, it will destroy that piece of equipment and it won't have any effect.
Excellent. That's good that you explained that for us. So, you talked about you're in your spawn area. So in other words, the area in which you spawned in, you're staying around that area because it's near one of your flags, and you're playing conservatively to hold on to that territory.
Yes, but also, as you can see, 39-1. I think that's pretty impressive. But anyway, if you typically want to hold 2 flags in domination, and you can either play this by making sure your spawns, if you go past a certain area within the enemy spawn, the spawns will flip over, and basically what that means is that they will start to spawn next to you and near to you, which can be quite challenging because if they take control of one flag, and then you flip the spawns, and they can have control of another flag, you can spawn pretty much all over the place, all around the map, and it's quite hard to regain control.
Yeah.
Or the other alternative that you could do is you can stick generally to the middle of the map, so that's normally where the B flag is, and lock down one main access point. Like typically on Black Ops 2 maps, certainly there's normally 3 ways that a person can run to get to an objective. So you see it's either down the left-hand side, or through the houses, or down the right-hand side towards like sort of the patio walkway, and then there's 2 gardens of the spawn points. And if you can lock down this lorry that I'm about to do here, then you can control the map and win the game.
Cool. And in terms of your style of play here, you're building up nice kill streaks. We're seeing lots of nice kills here. Obviously, we can't hear the sounds you had on the game. Are you communicating a lot with other players? Or are you playing as a solo player, but you're playing with people who are of a caliber, so that individually you obviously you are playing together, but you're not actually talking every 2 minutes saying, I'm in the lorry, you're going here?
No, typically if you want to do well, I'd suggest running with a team. But on this instance, I was playing solo, and a couple of people had mics, and they were shouting out where people were, like occasionally. And like you see my mic popping up at the top left every now and again, like saying, "Oh, they're on B, jump on B." So that alerts your teammates, and they see they're all heading in the general direction to where they are. And if you've got communication, you're more likely to stay alive as well. So it can help you get your kill streaks.
Absolutely. And in terms of your shooting style, do you prefer shooting from the hip or zooming in? I'm seeing a lot of zooming in, going down the sights.
There's a trick shot there. Typically, it's always better to aim down sights because it gives you more accuracy, especially with an assault rifle. Like I'm using the AN-94, just trying to get more accuracy and building up my kills. But typically, if you're using a submachine gun, for example, then I'd suggest sort of hip firing and then aiming in, because you get the 1 to 2 bullets probably hitting the target, and then when you aim in, it's accurate and it'll probably get the kill.
I understand. So, in terms of here, what's your kill streak at the moment on this? What are we looking at here?
Well, I've just hit the orbital VSAT, which is, I believe it's a 1,100 score. So that's the equivalent of 11 kills in a row, or capturing 3 or 4 objectives and getting a few kills in between.
Well, here you're playing quite aggressively. You're not doing so much capturing. You're mowing them down.
I am. Well, I thought if you look at the score, there's 180 to 100. So you've got to be with the orbital VSAT as well. Where you know when everyone is. You can be a bit reckless, and you can charge towards the spawns. And I wasn't going for kills originally in this game. I kind of threw on these score streaks. It was my first game, and I thought I might as well go for them. And then towards the end of the game, when you develop and you got the VSAT and you can push and push and push, typically you might as well go and try and flip the spawn to get as many kills as possible, because that's probably going to be your only chance towards the end of the game.
So the VSAT really does make a big difference, because you can see where most people are unless they've got a counter.
Absolutely. And it's just the addition of it can't be shot down, which really helps, because generally people will either try and look for it, which is stupid because everyone knows that it can't be shot down, or they'll just ignore it and they won't try and get a counter UAV, because you'll be killing them and killing them and killing them, and they won't be able to get a counter UAV in the first place.
Well, that's a sure way to a kill streak then. So let's round off this video. Brandon, thank you for joining us. Big shout out to Section 18, and we look forward to hearing you on another video.
Thank you, Stephen. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.